St. Paul. Chairman Fred, it is an honor talking to you today. This movie was so eye-opening, so engaging. I really loved everything about it. When you heard that they were going to be making a movie about your dad, what went through your head, and what was it specifically that you wanted to make sure that they got right?
You guarded. Man, there have been a number of different attempts brought to my family, to myself, my mother in particular, whether movies to unauthorized books to attempt to hijack the legacy of Chairman Fred. So our initial response was, here we go again. That was the initial response, and it was been a long process, tug and pull, meetings. Sometimes step back, so it's a no-go, to get to this state. It's been a long labor of love. It wasn't an easy road. It's not an easy road because the deal is ongoing.
Mm-hmm. Your father's been the character portrayed in 2 movies this past year. Why do you think it is right now that we're talking about your dad?
People get involved in struggle or recognize struggle, one of 3 ways: inspiration, aspiration, or desperation. I think these are desperate times, and in many cases, as we've seen the Black Panther Party, I think it's important to put in context. Though the Black Panther Party was organized during the tenure of other U.S. presidents, but that time and of U.S. President Richard Milhouse Nixon, who came out to campaign for law and order, those repressive conditions, it forced many people to say, "Whoa, wait a minute, who are those individuals over there?" Today, I chair the Black Panther Party cause many people have not recognized work we've been doing for over 2 decades. But now, it's prime time. You know what I'm saying? And in many cases, we like the last call for alcohol. People recognize us and doing dire conditions. Yes, indeed.
What do you think the history books have gotten wrong about your father or the Black Panther Party? What have they gotten wrong? What should we be knowing about him? Because I think that this movie really just opens people's minds up to who he really was and that authentic self.
I think we should premise with the fact that it's not by happenstance, it's not by mistake that many revisions of history have gotten it wrong. I think it's not by happenstance or coincidence that not only the school system, but households have either attempted to obliterate or malign the legacy of the Black Panther Party. The deal is the Black Panther Party fought for a precious entity of self-determination to speak for itself, to represent itself, and that challenges, the economy, the livelihood of, institutions that were built, that were born and built and thrive of people being subjugated. Black Panther Party stood up, and when you stand up, if someone is on your back, other dynamics, they fall off. So that we should premise it with that, but in particular that of an organization that was willing to, in many cases, subsequently sacrificed and paid the ultimate price for the people.
Mm-hmm. I love hearing that. Thank you. Is it a sigh of relief when you hear that Daniel Kaluuya, who, as amazing as he is going to be able to portray your father? Because he's a force in this film. I felt like I knew who your father was by Daniel's performance.
I haven't had the opportunity to sit back and from an actual viewer to relax. Again, we're coming in with critical analysis, and it's been it's been ongoing. I don't want to throw a lid on it. Everything from just even with one of the initial trailers. Some people see just him walking up. Those, I think, approximately 7 to 8 times shooting that scene. The emphasis on the walk. Scenes where actually some of my comrades was there when he spoke, and just the emphasis on the body language. So we're taking this, all of this in, I don't want to, we say it's a protracted struggle. This is ongoing. The respect that we, and the communication we still have to this day is ongoing.
While I was watching it, I felt like I was making so many parallels to what is happening today. How do you think that we can take your dad's story and mission of the Black Panther Party and apply it to the issues that so many people are facing today in terms of racial inequalities and trying to find the activists in ourselves to create change in our environment, in our communities?
Recognize that there are individuals and organizations that are right here today. In many cases, I think we wait till things are safe to speak on. There was a situation, I think, in the late 1980s before Muhammad Ali's physical death, and they were placing Muhammad Ali on the front of a Wheaties box cereal. And they said, why would you put him on there now? Why not before? And the representative for Wheaties cereal said, we're doing it now because he's safe. Do not wait till we become a safe subject to acknowledge, saying the Black Panther Party Cubs right now as we speak. The struggle is happening right now. So our position is we serve hot food and we serve hot politics.
Hot food and hot politics.
Yes, indeed.
I have not heard that in a junket yet, like that I've done. So that is like a great way to like end this. So thank you very much. Hot food and hot politics. I love it. Thank you so much, Chairman Fred. It was a real honor talking to you today. Thank you.
Thank you. My honor.